Alright guys, I'm going to piece all this video together later, and we've actually ordered a new camera just for some of this stuff. Wife didn't like it too much, but when she sees the results, she'll be cool with it. You see my dog in the background, that's just the way it's got to be right now because it's not really dark outside, so all I can do is testing inside. There's the light right there. I guess maybe somebody thought it would be funny or by accident, I'm not sure. It was left in group 9. Group 6, I'm sorry, when I got it. So that in that mode, as soon as you turn it on, it's wide open. Dale, if that was a joke, not really funny, brother. But it's all good. I mean, I changed it, it's back to ramping now. I've actually already tested the output of it, and it will hit 15 plus. It almost hit 16,000 lumens without any effort at all. I've got 430 Qs in it. All I'm gonna do with it in this section of the video is just a real quick, so everybody can watch. There's my little model 1010 HS 1010A. This, you can say whatever you want to about my little tube right here. I've documented. I'm not even gonna guess the number of lights that I have tested in here, and it is as accurate as I can possibly make it. The calibrating factor on it is 4.3. That will go to 4.2 every now and then, but I've checked it for about an hour before I did this test, so it's going to be 4.3. Whatever. And I measured mine in foot candles. It's just easier to calculate. Lux and foot, they're interchangeable. A lux and a foot candle, all that changes those two numbers is math, not light. So a lot of people worry about that, and I'm telling you right now, it doesn't make any difference. You can measure it in lux. The only difference is it makes the equation way longer to actually get the lumen output. Foot candles makes it, there's less math you have to do because it's already done it for you. It's done it in foot candles. Anyway, you can trust me or not, you'll know when you get this in your hand because it will blind the hell out of you if you're not ready. Now it's set in ramping mode, so it's set to about 1600 lumens now. Now that's 38. If you set 38, I got to set it. My meter set its highest level, so that'd actually be 380. Now I'm on. Yep, I thought it would. Hang on. There, yeah. That's in turbo now. All right, 379. You got to multiply that times 10. That's the highest mode. For 200, anybody that's familiar with a light meter or lux meter, you know what I'm talking about. You have to multiply 379 times 10, which gives you 3,790. It's actually higher now than it was, and I played with it. That's a higher count than it was when I tested it the first time. So it's going to be even higher now. Hey, I'll just say it. 3790 times my calibrating factor, and I'm telling you, see that? I don't know if you can or not, but that's 16,297. I can recheck my meter, and I will. It's right. I'm gonna tell you right now, I know it's right. And if you want to see it calibrated real fast, I mean, just hang on a couple seconds here. I calibrate it with a little mag light that's right around 272 lumens constantly, and this light stays so dead right that I mean, if I do need to check it, I'll check it with this thing constantly. All right, I put my meter to auto because it don't need to be set wide open. Cover up any extra light. Make sure I'm not shining none. Also, this is adjustable, so that's 44.6. I round that up to 45. Now that number we leave where it's at. 45 times 4.3. Actually, if anything, it should have been low because, hang on, I actually got a low reading there. I don't like the lock feature on the, oh wait a minute, there's why. That bone under it. There we go. 67. Try that. Oh, here, want to see? 67. I use the foam to keep light from bouncing back out. But anyway, 67 times 4.3. 288. So I could have dropped my factor to 4.2, but it would still been way into 16,000 lumens. This light right here, 272 lumens, unless the batteries are totally dead, you can bank on this. I mean, it's almost dead right well, not almost, it is dead right every time. Yeah, 16,297. I could back it down to 4.0 and still be 16,000. So not only will it hit 15,000 lumens, it goes over it. All right, I'm gonna stop this one here. I'm gonna take some still shots and get ready to type some things up and get it posted for everybody. The video will be posted after everything's complete with all the night shots and everything else. I only have the 70.2 version at this time. The 35 high is coming, but I mean right now, I don't remember the logistics or the reason, but right now this is the only one I got. But I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this before the day's over. All right, you guys will see me online in a few minutes posting some stuff for you, but the video will be later. Well, got kind of dark. Good evening, everybody. Here I am, Terry White, out in the, well, not pitch black, it's pretty dark. The light I'm going to show you tonight, I had to have a little room. So this is Lake Cherokee here in Gaffney, South Carolina. It's a beautiful place. I grew up fishing here, learned to fish here, but I needed some distance, and from here to where I'm getting ready to shine these lights is about enough distance. This is the reason we're here right here. The new HaikeLite MT09R. And this is the 70.2 version. It's got the 3 70.2 LEDs. It's a ramping system similar to Narshall. It's not Narshall, but it actually does work very well. It's a TA style based driver, FET. Somebody else asked me about that, and I did get that answer for you. And I can tell you right now, it does absolutely everything that the company promises. I did the calculations on it earlier today. It just arrived today. Calculations earlier today. 15,000 lumens. It hits without any problem. In fact, I got a little over 16,000 a couple of times. Measured at 5 meters. Did the math. Should easily throw 600 meters. 90,000 candela. That's about as, if you can see that right out in front of you there, that's about as low as that'll go. Let me try to get it somewhere that you can actually see it. Well, you can't. That's just how dim it is. Let me give the camera a little shot here at the ground. There we go. That's about as dim as it is. And just like it actually ramps up a good deal faster than most people think. But I'm here to play with it and also to compare it to a couple other lights. But first, let's find out just what it'll do. Here comes wide ass open all at one time. This haze out here. It's actually throwing a lot farther than it looks. I don't know how well any of you guys can see the trees for the haze. Now my own cigarette smoke, let me throw that out. Those trees that you're barely able to see, way over there, that line of trees is 300 yards away. Easily 300 yards away. And it's actually hitting some trees that you guys can't see, that are a good deal farther off than that. Now, to give you something to compare it to, just hold tight just a second. I brought a couple others over with me. I brought my MT07S. I've always thought a lot of this flashlight, still do, but it don't throw like this thing does. But now it's not a triple emitter light either. This haze is just gonna kill me out here on this lake. I might have chosen a bad spot. I may have to stop and shoot some more footage somewhere else. But see, it's got a little tighter beam, but that's because it's a single emitter. But side by side, I mean, you can see them. This thing just walks right over there and takes it over. All right, I got one more. It's some of the competition. This is Thorfire's S70S, and that is on its highest setting right there. Low, I count back up to it here. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Should go one more. Nope. Alright. That's Thorfire's S70S, and now don't get me wrong now, that light will reach out there. This thing's got a huge reflector on it, so it absolutely will get out there. Single emitter light, like I said, so you know, just almost an unfair competition, but at the same time it's not, because of the differences in the reflector. There you go. See, it's hitting that stand of trees the same way, but again, you take the MT09R, shoot it out there beside it, and watch. It just, I mean, you see the difference in the beam? You've got far, far more light. Let me turn the camera a little here. See if we can reach on out a little more. Now that stand of trees is about at least 400 yards from where I'm standing. And there is the Thorfire. There is the MT09R, and as you can see, you can't really tell from the video, and I'm sorry that you can't, just how well it's lighting that area up. I'm gonna try and see if it'll let me zoom my camera in just enough. I got another camera finally on the way, that I hope will okay, a lot of times this will distort the image, so I'm not going to heat it up too much there. Let's see what that did. Yeah, distorted the image. That's what it sprayed up. Always does that when you zoom it in. I don't that, and you see all the stuff out here flying around. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. But I don't know how well you guys can see that on camera because of the haze, but that stand of trees is a very long way, and that stand of trees way back in that corner back there that I'm actually hitting and lighting up well enough for me to see, but you guys can't tell it. That's more like 500 yards away. Now again, you know, the Thorfire is it's no slouch, but it just can't do the same thing. I mean, that's wide open. It's a little tighter beam, but just lights up a whole lot less of that area. I'm gonna let you look at that in a minute. Thorfire. $15,000 lumen HaikeLite. Just phenomenal. Alright, I'm going to pause you just a second, trade some stuff around. Okay, sorry about that. Had to change some stuff around. Now, as far as Lumen Output and, you know, multiple emitters, the best one I have on hand, or actually the best one I have right now at the house or at the shop, is BLF Q8, and mine I have modified some. Mine's a little over 7,000 lumens. It's a good light. Now, right over there, I'm not gonna fire it all the way up yet. Right over there, you see that stand of trees way back? Well, it's not way back there. That's 100 yards easy. Now it's kind of a hard shot for me to get. Let me lower the camera a little bit here. Hang tight just a second. Yeah, let me drop the camera. Just on a tripod, so I gotta loosen it up. So I'm hoping I don't get any company out here tonight. Game warden's kind of funny about that. All right, should be able to get see a little better there. Now, that's turbo. That's wide open on my BLF, and I mean you see it's very bright, very clean too. Wrap it down out. All right. Not sure where I'm at on this. Ramp on. Whoop! I'm ramping down there. There we go. Now, there's the MT09R. Just barely turned on. It just see how much more it spreads the light, and I'm actually still in ramping mode. Hang on, let me jump it on up there. There we go. I mean it's just so much more light. I'm too close to the camera actually. So much more light. It's the light's drowning out the camera. It's probably twice the light. And of course it's got a tighter beam too, but I mean, let's see, hang on. All right, a little side by side here. There's my BLF wide open, and that is wide open too. BLF all the way up. The HaikeLite MT09R just barely cranked up. Turbo to turbo, you know, put it right here in front of us where we can see. I mean, that's my BLF. That's the MT09 that I need to let cool down just a minute. It's stepping down on me. I can kick it back up, but I don't like to do that. It's not exactly the best decision in the world to make. So I'm gonna pause this again for just a minute. I'm gonna let this light cool down just a little bit. I want everybody to keep in mind now, there's a lot of power run through this light. 15,000 lumens is a lot of light out of 3 small LEDs. Well, 70.2s are not exactly small, but still, there's a lot of heat that'll build up. It does step down when it hits 55 degrees Celsius. It'll step down, but you can kick it back up and it'll stay in turbo for a minute and then come right back down again. I don't advise to do that too often because it will heat up past the point that you would want it to. I really wouldn't advise to do that unless you just absolutely had no other choice. You can't bypass it altogether like you could in some of the earlier models. Now again, I'm gonna step back here. I noticed a few minutes ago it actually looks pretty good from back here. That's the BLF. That's BLF's turbo. Right there. Back down. That's the HaikeLite just barely on. It's not stepping up. There it is. If you don't do that quick enough, it'll just go to the same thing. It's a quick double click. Now, see it step back down? All right. Turned it on. BLF turbo. HaikeLite. HaikeLite turbo. Actually, it's a wider beam too. It's not only wide, it throws and it's wide. Alright, I'm going to put them both in turbo and leave them there. BLF turbo HaikeLite. It just if you look at the beams right out in front of the camera, I mean there's BLF by itself and you can't really tell. The HaikeLite comes on and kind of takes over and it just covers it up. It's really kind of cool. It's just an extraordinarily bright light. I'm gonna adjust the camera down. Oh, let me take this. There we go. Take that out of turbo. I'll point the camera a little closer to the ground there so you can see what I see on the ground. And that's the BLF's let me get this ramp down here. Come on down, there we go. That's about even. Now I don't know if the lumens are actually even or not, but you can see the difference in the beam profile. That's a good tight spot right there. BLF's got a good tight spot too. Now let's actually have some fun with them. That's the BLF's on turbo. That's HaikeLite on turbo. Now, you think the BLF, it's a different color shade, so it almost looks brighter, but it will easily be overtaken. I mean, if you 15,000 lumens, you're just not gonna overtake that. Listen, I'm not knocking this Q8. I love my Q8. It's a great light. It's one of my favorite lights, as a matter of fact. But it is what it. Excuse me. It is what it is. It's a lot of guys have gotten it up to well over 7,000. Some of the guys I think got up to about 10,000. All right, there's a nice little stand. That's this is, I still got the Q8 on, BLF Q8 on. That's turbo. See that stand of trees there. HaikeLite might come on in turbo, I'm not sure. Yeah, I did. I mean, it's actually feeding back on the camera a little bit. That lights it up almost like it's daylight. There's the BLF. Now, it's no slouch, don't misunderstand me, but it's not that. Great light. I like it. I like it a lot. The main thing I like about it is it does what it said it was going to do, and that's throw light a nice long way. Now you see that? That's the edge of a cove. The edge of that cove is 400 yards, and as you can see, I'm lighting the edge of that cove up well enough. Even now, this is stepped down a little bit now. Even after the step down, I'm lighting up the edge of that cove 400 yards away well enough to see whatever I mean, if there's somebody standing over there, I can see them easily. That's throwing. That's no joke, no playing around. Just jump up and have some fun throwing. Now, this is like, it's primarily made, you know, for guys like us, flashaholics, I don't know, whatever you want to call us. But we have a version of it that it comes out in the mode set. I think it's mode 1, where it'll only go as high as 5,000 lumens to give people time to adjust and you know, figure out the heat, why it matters, why you need to pay attention to this and pay attention to that. I'm not sure how well you can see it on camera with all this light, but it's I think it's 12 or 14 centimeters. It's in the typed up review, shorter than the MT07S. But now, as far as the MT09, the head around the bezel on the optics and stuff are more narrow, and I can see condensation building up right there from the heat. I'm just digging it. I like it a lot. I think it's going to sell a lot of lights, and I think for its price, I mean, most of the guys you got, you know, you're getting a pretty fair deal on it, colors and all that stuff. But dollar for dollar, I mean, if you think about it, Emlet, and yeah, I'm gonna call her name, has been trying to, well, year before last, tried to put a flashlight out like that would hit and hold 15,000 lumens. Most of the time it never even hit it. If it did hit it, it didn't stay there. Then they did it again and doubled that, and still didn't work. Those lights are $200, $300, up to $350. This is not even half that, and it's twice the light. You were paying, if you bought an Emlet, you got half the light at twice the price. If you buy this HaikeLite, you're getting twice the light at half the price. And I like it because when you kick that turbo, I mean, that's that cove. That's the cove I used to fish off of when I was a kid. That is a long, long way from where I'm standing. And not a problem. I don't know if the BLF can hit it or not. Let's see. Just gets the edge of it. It actually, yeah. Now, the BLF will throw a little over, between 400 and 500 meters, even, you know, as it is. But little difference, just a slight difference. I mean, that lights it all up. I'm way behind it. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of light. And it's, I mean, it's wide too. Look, I don't know if you guys can tell in that shot or not, but that's very wide. I mean, I'm getting a part of the lake. I'm way out here in the lake, and it's just hammering that cove. That's cool. All right, guys. I'm extremely cold. It's around 26, 27 degrees out here now. I hope you enjoyed at least getting to see the light. For the first time, somebody outside of the factory got to see it perform. I consider it an honor to be able to show it to you. I will not tear this light down until after the 35 high is shown up, and I can do side-by-side comparisons. After that, I'll slowly start to tear them down, and we can see what makes them tick. But until then, I'm not willing to take the chance on having any problems or issues. I don't have the parts here to change it out if there is anything that comes up. So it'd be better. It's better all the way around if I wait. Besides, that's what I've decided to do anyway. Wow, I'm sorry, guys. Here, let me show you the shot. That we called that the dam when I was growing up. Well, let me get it up so you can see it. This is not the light keeping you from seeing it. It's my camera angle and this crappy camera. That's lighting that up. I mean, I can see it plain as day. You guys are seeing a reflection off the lake. Maybe if I get lower or something, I don't know. But we call that the dam. If people were walking across that, I could count the people walking across it, and that is a long, long way off. Let me get this thing out of turbo. And to do that, you see it. There's your ramp. See it ramp down, ramp back up. It actually ramps up pretty quick. Coming back down, it tends to. I actually like it. It's smoother, and you actually get more. You get more options because it goes. I don't know. It's like it's like Narsel does it maybe 40, 60, 80, maybe even 100 looms per second or something. I don't know. I have no idea what the count is, but it's like the HaikeLite version is more like half that per second, and the step up is just, see that, and then you're all the way up. Push and hold it again. Nice glide, smooth glide down, all the way down to something you can see and look at it. I wouldn't stare at it, but you can see it and look at it. And then at any time, the way the UI set up, you got your ramping mode. Anytime it's a very quick double click. It's not just click. You got to double click it really quick. That's the way it's set up to respond. Boom. The double click back will put it back right in the same ramping mode it was in. So quick double click up, bam. There's ducks out there. Quick double click. All right, see, you got to hit the button too. My fingers are frozen. Quick double click brings it back down. I don't know if you can see that light or not, but it actually is still on that lowest level I just had it on. Let's ramp it up just a little bit to show you. There we go. Double click up. Well, I turned it off. I didn't mean to do that. Double click brings it back down. That's not a UI issue. That's a frozen finger issue. And my fingers are frozen, as well as my ears, toes, and everything else, because it is just nuts cold out here. Where I live down here in the south, we're just not accustomed to it being quite. I don't think anybody's going to have any complaints. I don't know why you would. This is a great light. I'm digging it. I really am. And I mean, I don't even have any idea how much battery life I got left. It's flashing now trying to tell me, and I'm not counting it. Because it doesn't matter. If I need it, there it is again. And it just goes and goes and goes. The haze is keeping you from seeing it. That is so cool. Letting it scroll down, come down there. I actually hear a car come. Nope, that's the people live down here around the lake too. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off here. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun out here in the dark playing with it. I do wish it was warmer, but either way, we got it done. There'll be a brief written, and most of it will be this. It's just people want to see the light. That's what I wanted to show them. Have fun, guys.